Hello and welcome back to the FCS Football channel and today's match watch along for the Manchester United versus Leicester City FA Cup quarter final match. How are we all today? Hello. I'm so sorry, Matt. I do not know how to pronounce your name. Balkanski? Balkanski? How are we, Nico? I feel like I've seen you or heard, we've seen you in chat for a while. So how are we today, mate? Donny van der Beek does start. Henderson starts. I would say Dean Henderson is still second choice. I think David De Gea's just got back. Dean Henderson is the cup goalkeeper and has been for a while. Well, all season, I should say. So, look, in the Premier League, if Dean Henderson starts, that's when I'd be concerned if I was David De Gea about potentially having lost. Yeah, you, Nico. So, I wouldn't. If I was David De Gea, I wouldn't be too concerned about Dean Henderson starting this game. Maybe again, if in Brighton, is that our next Premier League game? If he starts in that game, then maybe Dean Henderson would be considered number one, and David De Gea should probably then have a think about what is going to happen with his career. So Nico, you're going for 2-1 Man United. Interestingly enough, I'm going for the same. 2-1 Manchester United. I mean, this is today's lineup for Manchester United. So in goal it is Dean Henderson, as we just discussed. And then it's a back four of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire and Alex Telles. I'm watching the Arsenal... so am I, mate. It's been a great game so far, isn't it? Arsenal looking like they might strike level soon. But then, like I was saying, the back four, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire and Telles. Luke Shaw is on the bench, rested for this in this game. I think that's probably right. I think Telles, he's played well, really, when he's played, but he's not a first choice for me still. But look, he's played all right, so I'm not too concerned about him starting today. Let me sort this out quickly. There we go. Right, so I've sorted out the focus issue again. So then in the midfield two, it's going to be Fred and Matic. Why are we starting Fred and Matic? I don't know. Oh, here comes Lingard. Benrahma. David Luiz. Oh! Cam Chambers, I think it is, just clear. Just about gets it clear. 2-1 goal. Yeah, I was going to tweet out. West Ham now scored 5 goals in the, against Arsenal. It's getting embarrassing now for a bit, innit, for Arsenal. Why is the timer going? Bloody hell. So yeah, so the midfield double pivot is Fred and Matic. I would have started Donny van der Beek in it, or Pogba, but instead we've gone for Matic and Fred. I'm not too happy with it. I'm not too disheartened. Could have been worse, but it could have been a lot better. Then in the front four, what the fuck was that? Was that Nicolas Pepe? No, Thomas Partey. Then in the front four, it's Lingard's goal was good. It was absolute class, wasn't it, Nico? Absolute class from Jesse Lingard. And I think what Lingard's doing is exactly what Manchester United wanted him to do when he went out on loan. And at the same time, it's what I want to see Lingard. I want to see Lingard having a good career. I think his loan spell at West Ham is going exactly to plan for him. But then going back to the starting lineup, Pogba starts out on the left. We saw him come on against Ace Man on the left to great effect. Hopefully today he can also have the same sort of impact there and hopefully get the win for us. On the right is Mason Greenwood. He's played as a striker in the last few games. Martial is back now. So is Cavani. So Greenwood moves back out to the right, where we've seen him most this season. Donny van der Beek. He finally played. Oh, as Antonio not scored there. Bloody hell. But yeah, so Donny van der Beek starts at 10. Finally, we get to see Donny van der Beek again. I'm going back to what we've said a few times. I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer believes that Donny van der Beek can only play at number 10. And I think that's really concerning and weird, because I think if anyone who knows about Donny van der Beek knows he can play deep. He can play deep, so I don't know why we don't do it. Lingard to West Ham permanent. If I was Lingard, I would do that. I would leave Manchester United on a permanent. I would be happy to let Lingard go. It's just whether he wants to sort of leave, if you get what I mean. But then obviously up top we've got Anthony Martial. We all know my opinions on Martial. I think he's a fantastic player. I'm really looking forward to how he plays today. I think he's got a lot of intelligent players around him today, Anthony Martial and Paul Pogba and Donny van der Beek. I think Greenwood's quite an intelligent player as well. I think we've seen that over the last few games when he's played as a number 9. He's been quite intelligent. He doesn't get as many chances as a number 9 for Manchester United should. But what he does, he uses the ball well. And I think we're starting to see a bit of intelligence from Mason Greenwood. And I think that's really exciting to see. Of course, I am wearing the shirt that we haven't. Well, what's the cursed shirt? That's what it's called. The cursed shirt. We haven't won when I've worn this shirt before. That's not a good sign, but hopefully it comes through today. Diallo should have started at the right wing. I would have started Greenwood on the right. Like I said in the preview, I think it's a really, really tough position for Diallo at the moment. I don't see how you can start Diallo at the moment. The games are too big. We don't bring him on enough to get some substantial minutes to then let him try and earn a start. I mean, he came on. Odegaard. He came on against AC Milan, scored a goal, but apart from that, I don't think he was amazing. And look, I think he should have started against Real Sociedad, but he didn't when we was 4-0 up. So you're in a position where you want to play Diallo, of course you do, because Diallo could be world class, but you have to pick your moments when to start him. And in a big quarter-final against the third best team in the league, well, at least that's what the table suggests. I don't think this is quite the game for that, unfortunately. So if I go to this screen, if I then load that. So this is Leicester City's lineup. Everton are out the FA Cup. Honestly, I was gutted for you. I'm absolutely gutted for you. I really wanted Man City, and I actually believed Man City would win that. Not Everton. Well, no. I believe Man City would win it, but I thought Everton had a chance. Everton were well in it. If we go to that game quickly, before we get on to the highlights. 84th minute, you held out for. I thought you've got it to extra time. Who knows what could happen? But the FA Cup draw is at half time. So the draw will be between Southampton, Man City, Chelsea, and either Leicester City or Man United. I'm predicting, for me, the draw will be Southampton versus Man City. And then it'll be either Man United or Leicester versus Chelsea. Of course, I want Southampton versus Man United, and I want Chelsea, Man City. But we'll go. All right. So what we'll do, let me quickly update all this. Then it's Tellez at left back. Stream Belgium versus Wales. Oh my! West Ham, Arsenal have equalised. Lacazette scored. How? What has happened? Martinelli's come on for Aubameyang as well. What has happened to Aubameyang? He is dog shit now, isn't he? He has gone to absolute shit. Right, let me stick Martial in. What I would say about the Wales Belgium game is I just don't know how good that game will be. Like, obviously being English, I don't have much of an interest in it. However, I will be in Wales. So, Who knows? Who actually knows? All right, so on the bench it's Williams. Then it Twanzebe. Pretty sure. Oh, I need to change Bruno for Van der Beek. This is, you're really getting to see behind the scenes here, so you guys should feel really fortunate. Tomine goes there. Then we have who else? Bruno. And then we go Dan James. Then we go Ahmad. Then we go Cavani. So, alright, so that's the team. If I move that there we go. So thoughts on what a game West Ham versus Arsenal. I know. I mean, if I didn't have the if we didn't have the Manchester United game on, during it, I probably would have done a watch along for it. But yeah, you're right. It's been a great game, innit? Thoughts on Cavani leaving? Well, it's I said this when we signed him. We didn't really want Cavani. We didn't want Cavani. That's why we left it until deadline day. We wanted Sancho. We messed that deal up. So we thought, fucking hell, we need an attacker. Gallo's not good enough. We'll go buy a striker on a free. Cavani's that man. And I think that's clear. We would have brought him so much earlier. Of course, he missed games, Cavani, due to having to self-isolate and get fit because we didn't buy him. Because we brought him at the last minute. I think he's a fantastic backup striker. I've said multiple times, I don't think he's number one. Or should be our number one striker. So in that sense, I'm not too concerned. But of course, what he brings is that experience, that presence off the bench, which for players like Greenwood is just would be a fantastic thing to have. I think that just proves again he came here for the money. Yeah, I mean, partly I think he's fed up. I said this in the preview. I think he's fed up. If you look at Cavani's career, Cavani is a striker that, like Haaland, lives off chances. He doesn't get. Manchester United strikers don't get chances, and I think if you look, this is the example I used in the preview. You look at when we played Liverpool was it the FA Cup? No, it was in the league. When Rashford went running through on goal, Cavani made an incredible run, and Rashford just completely ignored him and tried to go alone and ran into about 3 Liverpool defenders. Cavani just went like that and turned Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I think he's fed up. I think he's fed up with the lack of chances he gets, and that's why he doesn't want to stay. And I think that's really damning, really. That look, we put not we as a collect, not really us, but like the media will put so much stick to Anthony Martial for not getting loads of goals or whatever. Yeah, one of the best strikers of the last decade, really. You'd have to say Cavani is that. He's complaining because he's not getting chances, and I wouldn't say Cavani's been particularly prolific. I think he had a great start. Obviously, he scored them 2 goals against Southampton, but apart from that, I don't think he's set the world on fire. And as well as that, he's obviously missed a lot of games, injuries. Rice nearly scored. Pepe nearly there as well. I don't actually know who I'd want. I think I would rather Arsenal win this game, to be fair. So I wouldn't be too mad if Arsenal win this. But yeah, then you look at what was I going to say? I like, mate. Thank you. I mean, thank you all for tuning in. I filmed my 100 subscribers special yesterday, and I did my 2 shots. You guys in the chat right now, you guys did get a shout out, Nico and NG in that, so big up yourselves. I know I haven't finished. completely making the video, but I've filmed it, so that should probably come out during the international break. Cavani is basically injured for 1/3 of the season, and he's complaining about the lack of game time. Stop making excuses, Mr. Leftover. I mean, yeah, that's what I was saying. Cavani has missed a lot of games through injury, and this is something we knew when we signed him. You think about, I mean, I can't remember if I said it on this channel or not, because I was going to make a video about the transfer window, but then I just never ended up making it because it was really ranting and it was just a mess. But I said, Cavani, his injury record, is as long as a giraffe's neck. Close there for Arsenal again. It's massive, his injury record. And he's come in. And look, Manchester United's medical centre, I think it might have improved recently, but it's not great. And you look at Bailly. He's always out injured. Pogba's always out injured. And yet we've brought in another injury-prone striker. And we're wondering why he's always injured. Not just that, he obviously had he got suspended for being racist. Obviously, in English, the word he technically said. What vid is it? Which one? I mean, the two videos I mentioned, I haven't uploaded. Either the one about the transfer window, I never ended up actually making because when I went to edit it, it was all over the shop. Some of it didn't make sense. The audio went to, for whatever reason, halfway through just broke. So that one didn't go up. And then my 100 subscribers special, I've refilmed, but I haven't edited or uploaded yet. The worst thing is that we gave him number 7. Yeah, we wanted Jadon Sancho. The fans were expecting a number 7, and then we gave it to Cavani. It was a big fuck you to all the whole fan base, really. Right, so what's everyone's score predictions? So, I went for 2-1. So did Nico. NG, what's yours, mate? So yeah, just to round it off on Cavani, I think what he's done is good. But I don't think I'll miss him too much. The biggest issue for me with Cavani leaving is we now have to sign another backup striker unless we're gonna trust in Greenwood, which I mean I hope we do. I don't think we need another striker. I don't think that would help us whatsoever. Look, we're looking at Haaland. We're looking at Harry Kane. What's the point in getting one of these two strikers when they're Kane, admittedly less so. Is that a United win on pen? So, yeah. So, look, you can buy Kane, you can buy Haaland. Kane maybe less so, but they live off chances. And that is the exact thing you don't want from a Manchester United striker. A striker that lives off chances because they don't get one. So there's no use and there's no point in it. We need a right winger that can create. Look, I've said multiple times on it. Daniel James isn't good enough technically to be a Manchester United first teamer. But what he is, he's a traditional winger that his first priority really is to try and create, try and get across into the striker, so he can then score. Whereas Greenwood and Rashford's first instinct are try and cut in, try and beat your man, try and get a goal. And because of that, we need a player like Dan James, but who's technically good enough and better than Dan James, like a Jadon Sancho, to create for our attack. And right now we don't have that, and that is a big problem for Manchester United. And I think that we could potentially see a struggle today. I think Paul Pogba fills that void a little bit that Dan James leaves. The only thing with Paul Pogba is he's not a winger, is he? And I think it's absolutely ludicrous that we've taken one of the best midfielders in the world and in the Premier League, and arguably our best midfielder, and we've stuck him on the wing so we can play Fred and Matic. What I would say is, of course, right now I've got that team as a 4-2-3-1. There is that's not the screen I wanted. That's the screen. That's what I wanted. Of course, it could end up like that. So it could end up as a diamond with Anthony Matic at the base of it, Pogba and Fred in the double pivot, in the centre of the diamond, I should say, and they'll have to help out on the flanks, and then Donny van der Beek at the point of the diamond. However, I don't imagine that will be the case. I think we've tried the diamond at points this season. I don't think it's worked too well for us. And second of all, is when will we have had time to work on playing a diamond? We've played it pretty much every game. And thirdly, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has said in press conferences and whatever, we play the same formation. We are consistent in the team we play. So that is full time in the West Ham game. So let me stick on BBC One for the Manchester United Leicester game. Of course, like I say, this game is on BBC One. So if you got your TV license, there you go. You've got it. You can watch the game. But I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. I think this is a good opportunity for Manchester United to really, to get to another semi-final. Hopefully we can't. Surely we can't lose 5 semi-finals in a row. Surely. What I will say as well. Obviously, some of you guys that weren't here, who just didn't tune in to the Europa League live draw. Of course, we did pull Granada, and that game will be played on the 8th of April. After the Brighton game, so that's after the international break, just before we play Spurs in the Premier League. So I think that's a really good opportunity in that game against Granada. Get a few goals, kill the game dead. Then you can play your best team against Spurs, and you can masterly rotate in the home game. Just go out there and smash Granada at their gaff. I'm going to change my prediction to 2-0, seeing that almost half the team are basically fresh. Yeah, I mean, that is one thing you can say. Our team is basically fresh. However, what you can also say is Leicester haven't played. Leicester haven't played in a week. So, it's swings and roundabouts, really, sort of thing. Anyway, this is the Leicester City squad. I don't know if I went through it. So, it's Kasper Schmeichel in goal. It's in a back three of Kaglar Sayuncu. It's Johnny Evans and Wesley Fofana. It's then a midfield four, would you say? In Marco Brighton. Wilfred Ndidi? Where's the O coming from? Oh, well, how do you say that? Oyeni? Oyeni? I don't know. But yeah, so Ndidi and Yuri Tillemans and Timothy Castagne on. Well, I imagine Castagne will probably be on the left. Google has him on the right, but I think he'll be on the left. Then it's Jose Perez at 10. Then it's Jamie Vardy and Kelechi Iheanacho. Of course, Harvey Barnes is out for this game, as is James Maddison. I forgot to mention Harvey Barnes being out in the match preview. But he is out for this game. But obviously on the bench, our bench is quite strong. Obviously, like I said, we've got Cavani, Bruno Fernandes. Apart from them, you're looking quite weak. However, you look at Leicester City's bench. I don't think there's much there you would really say is fantastic. Hello, United Live. Hello, Charlie. How are we all today? Charlie's going for 2-1 Man United. United Live, what's your prediction going to be? We're getting a lot of 2-1 Man Uniteds. So, I mean, look, Arsenal came back. They equalised in the last minute, so leave him alone. Well, he didn't equalise in the last minute, but they equalised, so that's good for them. So that's the score prediction so far. United Live, what's your score prediction before kick-off? Does your prediction carry over to extra time? Um, what we'll say? We'll say yeah, sure. Why not? Why not? Yeah, it does. If you think it's gonna go to pens, let me know, and then obviously we'll add the pens. Alright, so the players are walking out. Come on, United! Big game for Harry Maguire against his former club. Leads his team out, of course. Harry, you've got a big job today. Keeping not just Jamie Vardy, but Kelechi Iheanacho at bay. And they were saying earlier, Kelechi Iheanacho's in 2021 is the best finisher in the Premier League, which very impressive. So I'll hide the predictions for now as we look to get into this game. Anyway, if you are enjoying the stream, please do hit the like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. And please do share the stream with your friends and your family and whoever else really. 3-2 Man United. All right, that's a big one. 3-2. There we go. So these are the predictions so far. Yeah. So, come on. So, Henderson in goal for Manchester United. It's then a back four of Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire and Alex Telles. It's a double pivot of Fred and Matic. It's then a front four of Pogba on the left, Donny van der Beek at 10, Mason Greenwood out on the right, and Anthony Martial up top. For Leicester City, it's a back three. It's Cassius Schmeichel in goal. Back three of Sonku, Wesley Fofana, and Johnny Evans. It's then a midfield four of Mark Albrighton, of Wilfred Ndidi, Yuri Tielemans, and Timothy Castagne. Can we predict pen score if necessary? Sure. If we go to pens, we can have a little go at that. So where was I? It's Jose Perez at 10. And then it's then a front two of Jamie Vardy and Kelechi Iheanacho. And yes, Donny van der Beek starts. Donny van der Beek, Donny van der Beek. Nah. Donny van der Beek, Donny van der Beek. Right, come on. Right, kick off any second now. Come on, United. Of course, like I said, it is on BT Sports. Van der Beek has been subbed before the game. So they take the knee. Like I said before, the only problem with Donny van der Beek's thoughts on the Team Viewer sponsorship. I mean, I hope it looks good on the shirt. I don't particularly like the logo from what I've seen of it, but hopefully it looks nice on the shirts. But that is away we go here. Right. So there we go. The timer is bang on. Right, come on, United. It is on live on BBC, BBC One. So everyone hopefully should be able to watch it if you've got a TV license. Obviously, if you're in a different country, I wouldn't know where it is, what time, what's on for you guys. Everyone in the UK, it's on BBC One. Come on, United! Of course, the best way to watch these streams is to, if you can, sync your game with my timer, which is, oh my god, I can never point at this. With that timer, with that, there we go. With that timer that down there, that's pretty much dead on mine on my game timer. So if you sync them two up, you will be bang on with me. So yeah, Martial, tell us with a good overlap. Poor pass, really. It looks like he could actually be a diamond today. I'm watching on BBC One Northern Ireland. Yeah, I mean, whichever. Yeah, it's BBC One though, isn't it? Really. Wan-Bissaka. Matic. Martial. Matic. 4. Who's old Brighton? Well, Brighton's definitely on the right. And Castagne's on the left. Tellez. Pogba. 4 from Pogba. Free kick to Manchester United. Do you have BBC? I have BBC, yeah. I'll pay for my TV licence. Hey, hello, Nate. How are we today? What's your score prediction, quickly? Donny is playing at 10. I'm watching on BBC One Northern Ireland, even though I live in Republic. Fair enough. BBC Moon. 2-0 Man United. I respect that. If I can actually spell that, would be great. So these are the predictions for today. So me, Nico, and Charlie all went for 2-1. NG and Nay both went for 2-0. And United Live has gone for 3-2. He's gone for a big old score. Nay says 40-0. I mean, right, I'll tell you this now. If we win 40-0, I'll start an OnlyFans. I mean, I don't know how people would feel about that, but I'm that confident we're not going to win 40-0. Here comes Jamie Vardy, puts the ball into the box. Great defending by Alex Tellez to block the shot of Kelechi Iheanacho. Good defending by Tellez. There's going to be a corner to Manchester United. To Leicester, sorry. I assume it's going to be a corner. Jamie Vardy was miles offside, so we wouldn't have counted anyway. Actually, no, it might be a goal kick. Really, Finn, never say that. Are you saying you think there's any sort of a chance we're going to win 40-0? Poor touch from Martial. And he absolutely clatters somebody. But they play the advantage. United return. I'm here. I'm here. This United on my second account. Ah, right. How are we here for the United? What's your score prediction, mate? To be fair, Martial does win the ball. I predict 41. Is that a serious prediction, or do you mean like 4-1? You think Leicester are winning 40-1? No, you better not. I think you're taking the piss a bit. I think you're taking the piss a bit here, mate. No. Right. Right, so that's now the predictions. Your boy's got FM21 and fuck, it's good. It is good, isn't it? I don't know if Nico is still in the building. He was earlier. But I'm sure Nico will share your love for FM Charles. Wan-Bissaka goes down the line. I can't really put a finger on what formation we're actually really playing. Must be a 4-3-3. It looks a bit like a 4-3-3. Looks a bit like a diamond. Looks like a 4-2-3-1 at times. I don't really know. Martial. Back to Maguire. Matic. Good one touch football here. Pogba. Martial. Back to Pogba. Tellez. He goes back to Maguire. Lindelof. Get to Wan-Bissaka. Did man just say 41 is hot? Is he hot? I know. He must. He is absolutely off his rockers. Pogba. Martial back to Pogba. Pogba, lovely ball out to Wan-Bissaka. Looks for Fred. And Sayunku should just deal with it easily. Finally, you're not 1 minute behind in the game. I know. Yeah, it's because obviously BBC, that's just like an aerial like, or satellite TV, I guess it's actually called. I actually get to watch these games live, which is even better because now I don't have to turn notifications off my phone. Because that's a real issue. Like, I could get like a really important text or something. I wouldn't know. Like, someone could like message me saying, "There's a fire. I need you to come put it out," and I would be none the wiser because I have to turn my notifications off for Man United games. Well, phone notifications off in general when we play, or I'll just get a notification saying, "Oh, United are winning," or usually United are losing. Or which part of the UK are you from? Currently I'm in Lincolnshire, but usually I'm from Cambridgeshire. That's my county. You don't get any more information than that. So Leicester City just knocking it around the back here. United, they're pressing all right, not amazingly, but it's not been a bad start from Manchester United, and that's the important thing. We'll grow into the game hopefully. But I don't really get this system. What? United Live. How do you know that? Not a fan of that. I'm going to be honest, United Live. I'm going to remove your comment. I just don't really fancy having my hometown on here. But it's fine. It's fine. I know. I probably did. But I'm now not going to. I'm not going to say it again. So. Yeah. I mean, you can go if someone wants to go that far back, fine. Right. It's whatever in it really, but I've now changed my stance on people knowing that, and that's now my new stance. Do you remember where I'm from? Was it Malaysia? That sounds about right. Lindelof. Nice ball out to Tellez. Pogba. Martial. Martial turns well. Up the boys. Up the boys. Matic. Lovely ball out to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka into Martial. Martial does well. Wins a corner. Well done. But just curiously, how do you guys know about Malaysia? What do you mean, how do you guys know about it? What do you mean, how do I know about Malaysia? Well, I know it's a country. I know a couple countries, so that's how I know about it. Visit Malaysia is the sponsor of Cardiff City. Apart from them, I don't really know much about Malaysia. Right, corner for Manchester United. Here comes Alex Tellez. With it. Whips the ball in. Harry Maguire won the header, but it's right down Schmeichel. It's a really poor head. Well, it's a tame header, no power. You know, Uncle Roger. What? No. No, I don't. Johnny Evans. Soyuncu. Jose Perez. Perez does well. Matic. Martial. No, whatever. Yeah, I mean, yeah, no one better. I mean, you don't know which house, and you never will. Do you know about the missing plane? Yeah, I mean, I've heard of it. But I can't, and I remember it being massive news. I can't say I read into it too much. I mean, they never found it, did they? Which goes without saying is awful, isn't it? Wan-Bissaka, Donny van der Beek, Fred. Fred does well. Poor. Oh. At the vital moment, Fred lets himself down. That's I mean, yeah, it's not a great thing for a country to be known by, well, known for, I should say, is it? But I mean, at least you have something in it. I mean, is it nice in Malaysia? Is Malaysia nice? It must be nice. I've heard it's quite nice. Not that I mean, I can't say I've had many a conversation with people about Malaysia, but from what I have heard and what I've seen, Malaysia seems quite nice. Tellez, Pogba. He switches the flanks to Wan-Bissaka. Fred as well. Finds Pogba. Pogba into Matic. Lovely ball out for Tellez. Quick one-touch football. And that was something I wanted to actually cover. Oh, that's a poor ball from Donny. I think someone might have tackled him. But yeah, what I was going to mention. What Manchester United don't do enough is one-touch football. And obviously, if you guys do like play football and go like do football training or whatever, one of the most famous and infamous drills people do is two touch games. Where you do a normal game, but you're only allowed to do one or two touches. And I don't do Manchester United. Do we just not do that? Because the idea of that is to be quick on the ball, just quickly moving the ball around, and that makes you better. Oh fucking Alfred, that was awful. Here comes Leicester. Jose Perez finds Jamie Vardy. Vardy puts it across. Maguire does well. Henderson saves. Matic clears. Good save by Henderson. Maybe you should say you should hold it, but I think that's been a bit harsh. It's a good save by Henderson. But yeah, like the idea of one touch is to get your mind moving, get the ball moving quickly, because that's what makes it harder for teams to tackle you. When the ball's constantly moving, let the ball do the work, sort of thing. United don't do that often enough, and I think that was the difference when Pogba came on. We started playing more 1-2 touch football. We were looking more positive. We tried when we got the ball. We were looking up honestly, first time, and trying to run forward. But I mean, today at times we've looked better on the ball, but at the same time there's been times where we've looked dodge. Just inconsistency, really. Well, one of my uncles is from Brighton. You can ask him then. Honestly, what United Live? Go on, Greenwood. Nico could be tracking Finn right now. I don't think he is. I'm going to be honest. I think he's probably just sat in his home. Did he say he lives in Liverpool? Obviously, he's an Everton fan. I imagine he sat in Liverpool, chilling out. Oh, here comes Leicester. Vardy! Maguire, good block. Oh, Donny van de Beek. Poor ball, really, out to Martial for me. Martial does get the ball. Wins a throw. Need to hire the legendary coach in to get the most of out of the 1-2 touch games. I mean, Ian Smith, what a guy. He would do wonders for this team. When are you visiting Malaysia? I'm going to be honest. I don't have any plans to visit Malaysia anytime soon, unfortunately. Especially with the current global pandemic going on. But at the same time, in the future, I wouldn't be flat out against the idea of going to Malaysia. Just, I have no plans at the moment. Right, Maguire. Matic. Lindelof. Fred. Maguire. Right, out to Pogba. Pogba, turn. Look for Telles down the line. Right, switch it. Oh, unlucky Matic. Tried the clever flick, but couldn't get it. What if he's a bit... I don't think it is. I don't think it is United Live. Leave the lad alone. Leave Nico alone. NG. Absolutely none of that. Donny van de Beek. Greenwood. Fred. Telles. Not Matic, Maguire. We're having the 26th minute. I would love a 26th minute goal. Maguire. Telles. Tielemans wins it back. Telles wins it. Foul by Telles though, apparently on Brighton. It was be a free kick to Leicester. So I mean, what do we make of the game so far? I wouldn't say it's been a terrible first half from Manchester United, but it's definitely not been good. It's been bad. No shots on target though. But is this not exactly what we kind of imagined with this double pivot of Fred and Matic? No creativity. For me, and I said this, I said this, I want to see Donny van der Beek put alongside Fred. Although I don't think Matic is having a bad game, really. Here is Matic. He goes into Pogba. It's not a great ball into Pogba, so he was reaching for it. Pogba does well. Shrugs off a couple of players, and his boots come off. Referee's not giving a free kick. Telles, what an awful side tackle. Brighton and Maguire, who's having a really good game, to be fair. I said it's a big game for Maguire, and he's having a really good one. Sees out for a corner. I just brought Odegaard for 96 million, and my scout's suggesting to buy Haaland. Hold on, let me just get an extra 140 million out of my pocket. I mean, yeah, I mean that's the issue with FME and the scouting system. It's just stupid. Like, no way you buy. Well, I mean, how have you got 96 million for Odegaard? Have you sold like a Aubameyang or something? But here is a corner for Leicester City. Nacho puts the ball in. Cleared. Tielemans. Castagne. Soyuncu into Evans, into Vardy, into Soyuncu. So look at that, one touch football, and they've beaten one of our players. 1v1 now with Lindelof. He goes back to Soyuncu. And look, they're trying to play it quickly. Look at that, 2 touches from Ndidi to get it out to Albrighton. Fofana, first touch into Evans. Moves it across. Look, they're picking passes that Manchester United just would never do. Here is Ndidi. Poor first touch, but he deals with it and quickly moves it on to Fofana, who finds Jose Perez, moves it into Iheanacho. 2-touch football the whole time. And Dean Henderson out quickly and does well. Got second in the Prem, then did well in the Europa. You can adjust or add more money to your club. It's called financial takeover. But that's on FIFA. Not on Football Manager, you can't. Well, at least not legit, you can't. There's obviously James Maddison, Ricardo Pereira, and fucking hell! Leicester City 1-0 up. Iheanacho scores. What the fuck has happened there? Fred, hang your head in shame. Fred, hang your head in shame. It's a Fred mistake. It's a Fred mistake. We'll have to see it again. The camera cuts to Fred, so we assume it is him. Maguire gives the Fred. Fucking hell, Fred. Couldn't fucking pass a parcel. Stupid. Awful. I don't... Look. I think Harry Maguire's pass to Fred it's not great. I think Tielemans is clearly on him. We know Fred's passing isn't good. But I wouldn't say that's a Fred. I wouldn't say that's a Maguire mistake. That's awful from Fred. And Kelechi Iheanacho gives Leicester City a lead with their first real shot of the game. Fucking hell. Get him off. And that's the thing. We're playing... My fucking... If United is closest... I mean... A lot of us said 2-1. And now, if Man United to win this game, we're going to have to score 2. But... What can we say? Can we say we expect anything less? I mean... Frigg is not a number 8, is it? He's a 6. If anything, he's a 6. He's not an 8. We set up to fail again. It's another game where we've set up to fail, playing fucking 2 defensive midfielders and Fred and Matic, and expecting Matic to re-find his perfect form, and we're expecting what's his name? Fred to be something that he just simply isn't. There is absolutely no way Fred is a 6, is an 8, but that's where he plays. These are the predictions here for United, not here for United, for United Live. So me, Nico, and Charlie, our 2-1's all still on. Your prediction of 3-2 is still on United Live. Nay and NG's, your predictions are gone. They're dusted. And here for the Man United, the return. Your prediction, I would say, is still off. The worst part is Ollie will sub Van der Beek off for Bruno. I mean, yeah, that will be the sub. And then if we sub, I don't think we might create a goal from nowhere, but I don't think it will change much. You want Donny Van der Beek deeper. Let him actually try and control the game. Fred puts the ball in. And Schmeichel just about punches it away from Paul Pogba. Right, Fred put the ball in. Fofana does well. Should Martial really be doing better there? You could argue maybe. Right, here it is. Corner for Man United. Tellez will take. Puts the ball deep. Maguire wins it. He's so bad at headers. I will stand by what I say time after time after time. Harry Maguire is not good in the air. He wins a lot of headers, but he's not good in the air. There's the goal again. It's absolutely shambolic. It's shambolic. Pogba. Lindelof. What the fuck is that from Lindelof? Here comes Leicester City. Martial sprinting back after Wesley Fofana. Tielemans. Ndidi. Castagne. Jose Perez. Fofana. Albrighton. Tielemans. Fofana. Evans. Sayunki. Vardy. Looks to fix to Wan-Bissaka, but Wan-Bissaka does well. Matic. Matic goes long. Looking for Mason Greenwood. And Mason Greenwood looks like he might just about beat Johnny Evans to it. No, Evans does really well. Gets the ball to Schmeichel, who then plays a lovely ball to Ndidi. Where's Lindor for that goal for Iheanacho? It's not no, it's Fred. The centre back split, and that's what they should do. It gives options. Pogba, poor pass, looking for Martial. Here is Iheanacho. Foul by Maguire and Iheanacho. And it looks like Maguire will go into the book. And we'll get a yellow card here. Not great. It's a foul, yeah. It's not a penalty. It's outside the box. It's miles outside the box. The foul's outside the box. Iheanacho launches himself into the box. What do you think of this so far? It's been it's been a shocking game, and I'm not surprised. It's that again. How many times have I said? I mean, Leicester City have this free kick. They go to Tielemans on the edge. Dean Henderson doesn't have anything to do because it's blocked. Tielemans wins the tackle. Donny van der Beek, lovely spin. He just has no options there, Van der Beek. Gives the ball away really poorly, Donny Van der Beek. Maguire does well to beat Iheanacho to the ball. And just go long. Lovely ball to Wan-Bissaka. Now Wan-Bissaka, run. Lovely ball into Greenwood. Greenwood. What? Honestly, can anyone tell me what formation we're playing? So if we go to this screen. So here's how the goal happens. For anyone who's not watching. So Dean Henderson has the ball. There was a goal kick. So your fullbacks get high. The ball is given to Harry Maguire in the box. So your fullback, your centre back, so Lindelof in this case, splits. So realistically, what would happen is so Maguire's bringing the ball up from the back. He gives it to Fred, who's dropped deeper. So you give it to Fred. Then Harry Maguire then also splits. So it almost, in a way, becomes a free. So he picks it up. So it's kind of like that. Iheanacho, Tielemans, I think it is. He's chasing down Fred. So Fred has to give it back to Dean Henderson. Because he has to. Because Maguire's given him really a bad pass. Pass is good. But the situation that puts Fred in is bad. Which makes it a bad pass. So then Fred has it. He then tries to give it back to Dean Henderson. It's the worst pass you're ever going to see. And Iheanacho then runs the goalkeeper. I bet the media is going to blame it on De Gea if he started today. I won't be surprised. That's just the media. It's not Dean Henderson's fault. It's not Maguire's fault. Although Maguire has somewhat caused it. But it's not Maguire's fault. It's Fred's fault. Because it's an awful pass. But that's why Lindelof's there. And that's why Harry Maguire, if you watch it, is the one is coming in from an angle to try and get to it because the centre backs have split. But I mean, what I would say, you know what, get Fred off, you know. Get Donny deeper. Get Donny in there. And then get Bruno on. Either that, or we put Pogba deeper. And we see we go Van der Beek there. Something's got to give. We've got to change something in this game. Because if we continue, we're not going to win it. We're not quick enough. I think Donny Van der Beek and Pogba may have swapped now, actually. I mean, no, by the looks of it, they're swapped back now. But then again, if it's like I was saying earlier, and I've said so many other times, it's this slow pass out from the back. I mean, we are obsessed with it. And that is part of our problem. Like I said so many times, for a counter-attacking side, we must be the worst counter-attackers in the planet. Because it's this. It's Maguire gets the ball. Gives it to Lindelof. Back to Maguire. To Fred. To Matic. Back to Maguire. And by the time we've done all that, and then that's when we then look to go forward. Leicester, in this game, obviously, same as happened against Liverpool and everyone else, they've got their 2 rows of 4 again. They've got everyone back in position. So they're fine. Paul Pogba's pulled up with an injury here. Oh, just someone's he's just had his ankle stepped on. I hope he's all right. He's getting up. He looks like he's going to be fine. Let's hope he is. But yeah. So, and then obviously going back to this, when Maguire then does look to play forward, because they're all back, because these 2 aren't great passers, we then look. Obviously, you don't usually Telles is gone or usually sure. We then go, you know what? Fuck it. Long ball. Or long ball. Or someone like, let's say Donny in this case, or usually it's Bruno, they've dropped so deep to try and get the ball going forward. So Van der Beek gets it, and then he's having to try and bring it all forward, and it's just not going to happen. What you need is, like I was saying, a bit of two-touch football. Just quickly, bang. So Maguire has it, bang into Lindelof, give it, take a touch, look up, give it to Fred. Fred, take a touch, look up, look forward. Because we don't. Our first protocol is always, can I knock it back? I don't want the ball. I'm going to knock it backwards. I'm going to knock it to the side. Sometimes you got to look forward and see, oh, there's a bit of space in front of me. Let's fucking run with it. And when run with it, oh, that means, oh, Pogba's looking at Fred making a run, thinking, fucking hell, the space opening up because their fullback is now coming to try and like close the space in for Fred where he's running into. Pogba then has a run, and then Fred can knock it into Pogba. I've said this so many times, and this is why players like Theo Walcott has had a successful career. As much as Theo Walcott hasn't achieved the things he would have and should have achieved in football, he's had a successful career because there's one thing defenders hate, and that's being run at. You look at the best players in the world, attacking players. They're all great dribblers. Well, apart from your top, like out and out strike, like finishers, and your defensive midfielders, they're all very good dribblers. You look at Modric, he's a good dribbler. Pogba, Bruno's a good dribbler. Go on, come on! Lovely dummy from Donny van der Beek, and Mason Greenwood equalises. Come on! Big goal. Really good football from Manchester United. And our first shot, probably of the game, let alone on target. We put into the back of the net. And look at that from Donny van der Beek. It's obviously not his assist, but it may as well be. What a dummy from Donny van der Beek. Pogba picked it up. Did really well against Fofana. Donny van der Beek, what a dummy. Greenwood read it. And that's what I mean. I said at the start, intelligence. Look, Bruno Fernandes is incredible. I don't know if Bruno Fernandes dummies that. Like a class, intelligent, like super intelligent footballer like Donny van der Beek does. And look, that's not, most players don't dummy that. I just think Donny van der Beek is probably the most football intelligent player we've got in this team. I would say he's up there in the world for me. That's just what Ajax do. They make massively football intelligent players. You don't make it at Ajax unless you're intelligent on the ball. Here is Matic. Poor pass from Matic. And that's the beauty of Donny van der Beek. Donny van der Beek. Donny's boot touches it. I'm not sure it does, but I mean, it might. Theoretically, may have. But big goal that from Mason Greenwood. Whether or not he did touch it or not, that's irrelevant to me. Because we've got the goal we needed, and it's a big, big goal. Nice ball from Johnny Evans. Perez flicks it. Wan-Bissaka does well. Of course, at half time they will be doing the FA Cup draw for the next round. I'm hoping for Southampton. I want Manchester City to face Chelsea. We have to beat Man City. Man City cannot win the FA Cup. So I want Man City to have the hardest route to the final, and I want us to meet Man City there. I don't think there's been any proof that Chelsea can beat Manchester City. There's proof we can. We did it a few weeks ago. So nice ball from Fred out to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka, nice cross in. Martial competes. Johnny Evans wins the first ball. Fofana, Fred, Greenwood, Pogba. Fucking hell, Pogba. Awful. Passes it back to the keeper almost there, Schmeichel. I was really scared Freddie was about to try and volley it or something. So we'll see what Pogba was trying to do. What I think Oh, here comes Leicester. I think Pogba was trying to do what he did against West Ham. Or Brighton puts the ball in. Lindelof does well. And it's out for a corner to Leicester. Right. So Brighton will take this corner for Leicester City. We've got to defend this. We've been so terrible from defending corners all season. Dude, we've just got to hold on. Van der Beek wins it at the front post. Brilliant. Tielemans strikes. Blocked. Tielemans picks it up again. Telles deals with it well. Well played, Alex Telles. Iheanacho picks it up. Martial, good tackle. Fred is... Get Fred off! He's so bad! Fred is such a bad footballer. He cannot pass. He's not Brazilian. He is Czechoslovakian. He's Bulgarian. He's not Brazilian, is he? He's just not. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. The man's not Brazilian. City needs to win 5 out of 8 games to win the league. We're not. We're not. Oh, Jose Perez just wide. Like, you know, like, think about it. Think about it. City need to win 5 out of 8 games to win the league. First of all, do you really see Man City not winning 5 games? Second, that would also mean Manchester United have to win 9 games. We have to win all of our games. It's the title is gone. And I've said this for months. Here comes Martial. Johnny Evans just beats Martial to the ball. It's out for a throw in. So like I said, the FA Cup draw is at half time. So we will be covering that here. The 2 minutes of added time for this first half. I'm just going to tweet out the stream. Well, wasn't meant to tweet out just then, but... So like I said, the FA Cup draw for the semi-finals will be at half-time, so we'll have a watch of that. Like I said, we want Southampton. Whether we'll get Southampton, I doubt. I imagine Man City will probably get Southampton because they always get the easy draw. Matip, not Fred. Martial. Pogba. Fred. Bit of first one-touch football, but it's so negative. Here we go. Slow on the ball again. We just got to move the ball first touch. Wan-Bissaka. We're so boring. Henderson goes long. McTominay wins the header. No one's running in behind him. Out for a Manchester United throw. Diallo just knocks it into Wan-Bissaka. Greenwood. Matic. Fucking hell. Awful ball from Tellez. But that is half time. It is Manchester United 0. No, not Manchester United 0. Manchester United 1. Leicester 1. Let me just stick the timer at half time. There we go. What do we make of it? What do we all make of it? I don't think it comes as much of a surprise, but we need to do better. We need to do better. It's not good enough. I mean, if I get the stats up for this game, I imagine it's not pretty reading. And I don't like to have called it. Look at that. Leicester City, more shots, less shots on target, but I think there are 3 shots on target. It's the Maguire one. Can you do something like the Europa League draw for the FA Cup draw? I mean, I would have loved to have had a graphic like this for this draw, but to be honest, until about 10 minutes before kickoff, I didn't know the draw was for today. Was today. So unfortunately, we won't have something like this, and because it's a half time, it can't. It's not its own video, so not really, unfortunately. Plus, this took hours. This took hours to make. Like, it took me ages to make this thingy. Of course, for obviously the semi-final of the Europa League, I'll do another one of this. Just change the logo. It's not that easy. It's really not that. I mean, what I can do is I just do this. What am I looking for? Here we go. Right. So if I make that, so we'll just go for a big screen of me, and then what I'll do, if it was that easy, thumbnail artists wouldn't be a thing. Exactly. I mean, for this, each of the logos are its own separate entity. Like, it's quite hard. Like, for each team, I had to make it for that place. I had to put every single team there, and obviously there's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I do 8 teams in 8 positions. So that's 8 times 8 times 8, is it? 64? No, it's not. That 8 times 8 is not 64, is it? Might be. Yeah, it is. So was that 64 images? Obviously, that's quite time consuming to make. Well, actually, it'd be 9 times 8 because each one of them had to have the original placeholder involved. So look, it's quite time consuming, but what we can do, luckily, in a sense, because they're all English, they're all Premier League clubs. What I can do is, let's see, who else is in there? Chelsea. I feel like I'm forgetting a team. So who's in the semi? Who's in it? So it's Manchester City, Chelsea, Southampton, and obviously Man United could be in there. So if I group them all, make them smaller, then ungroup. Go. So, put that back there. So there we go. So these are all the teams in the draw. And just put the logo on this. This is how we'll have to do it. So what I want this. That's the draw I want. However, we got Mark Hughes as guest pundit at my place. Oh, brilliant. So they're showing the highlights of the other game. So this is Southampton Bournemouth from yesterday. No. We do not want Chelsea. We haven't played. Well, we have. We want the easy draw. First of all, we want to get through to the final. Southampton gives us the best chance of that. And most importantly, well, no, is it most importantly? No. And secondly, we want Manchester City to get knocked out. Whether that's by us or whether that's by Chelsea, I don't care. City have to have the hardest run, and that means playing Chelsea. We can't play We have to play Southampton. But this, like I said, this is the draw I want. However, I think it will be this. This is how I think it will go. That's what I think the draw will be. We won't get Southampton, and you know that. I do know that. Like I said, that's exactly what I think it will be. I think Man City will once again get the easy draw into the final. Can you do a draw prediction thing? What do you mean a draw prediction thing? That is my prediction. My prediction for the draw is this. I think it'll be Leicester that will play Manchester City. I think Chelsea. Oh, I'm really bad at pointing stuff on the camera. Chelsea will play either Man United or Leicester. Guessing Granado is already blessing for us. Yeah. I mean, if we go to the draw. Our draw for this was fantastic. Obviously, we played Granada first. Uh, like you do for the score. Oh, yeah. I mean, we can probably I can probably do an FA Cup preview. Yeah, it'll be like my Premier League previews, but just for the FA Cup. I can probably do one of them. So obviously, was our Europa League draw. We played Granada first away at their place, which for me is perfect. I prefer to play away from home first because I think you go to Granada in this case. You go beat them. You go beat them comfortably. So let's say 3-0, and then you bring them to your place and you just win the game. Just win the game. Or if let's say you go to their place, you lose 1-0. You then bring them back to your place, get your fans, especially when it's a packed stadium, you get your fans to give you the boost to go again and try and win it. Pace predictions here for the draw. Like I said, this is my prediction for the draw. I predict it will be Southampton versus Manchester City, and I think Chelsea will get Leicester. Or Man United. Right. What's Gary Lineker saying? Yeah, Dublin's doing the draw. Oh. Right. Right, Man City or Leicester versus Chelsea, and yeah, that's what I've just predicted. I hope we get Southampton. I hope Chelsea and Southampton are swapped, but I fully believe and expect Man City once again to get the easiest draw, like they always do. Or so number 3. So who will we be playing? So we have the best chance to get Southampton. Well, worst chance really. And we will place. We got Southampton! Come on! We got Southampton! So it will be Chelsea, Man City. We have Southampton. So it's Chelsea versus Man City, and it's Manchester United or Leicester to play Southampton. There we go. We got it. We got Southampton. Right. So, if, and that's a big if we make it through, this quarter final, we will play Southampton in the semi-final. Oh, mamma mia! Mamma mia! Mamma mia! What is going on? We should. I don't want to get my hopes up. We should win it. We should win this game. We should get to the final. We should get to the final. No! No, that's not good. When we should do something, we can't. Surely we're not gonna. Surely we can't bottle this. But yeah, Pep's crying, isn't he's like, he's asking Sheikh Mansour, why did we not get the easy draw? Why did we not get the easy draw for once? Of course, all them players would have seen that. They would see that the winner of this game take on Southampton. This game should be a free ticket to the final. It should be. If you look at the league table. I'll load it up here. Southampton are 14th. We should, or Leicester should, or well, yeah, either us or Leicester should beat them easily. Right, so kick-off for the second half is about to happen. Right, there we go. I mean, second half, we've made no changes. What's that? We start the second half as we finish the first. Come on, let's go win this second half. Let's get to the semi-finals. Let's beat Southampton. Let's hopefully play Chelsea in the final. I mean, theoretically, and of course, touching wood, we do get to the final. Who would you rather play, City or Chelsea? Man City versus Chelsea FA Cup watch along. If we get through, I probably will. Yes. If we don't, absolutely not, because I'll be crying the fact we're not playing it. If we get through, if we do get through to the final, well, through this game, then I probably will watch it. Yeah, I like it if the Spurs Brentford game. You've got to watch who you might potentially get in a final, couldn't you? Right, Lindelof. Maguire, come on. Quicker! Look, this is the issue with Manchester United. I keep saying it. And I hope you guys understand what I mean. Look how slow we are. And you wonder why we struggle to break teams down. And look, there it is. There's that long ball I speak about. To the fullback. It goes back to Matic. He'll give it to Maguire. He'll probably go across. What the fuck is that? David De Gea on the bench there. What must he be thinking? I want a Manchester United versus Manchester City. Oh, I don't. Well, I would, but I don't. I don't know which I'd rather. I don't want there to be any chance of Manchester City winning a treble. So that means they can't win the FA Cup. Do I trust us to beat Manchester City? No, I don't. But at the same time, I trust us. I actually fancy us to beat Manchester City more than I do us to beat Chelsea. So, I don't know what to think. I don't. At least we know we can beat Man City. We've not shown that we can beat Chelsea. Right, Fofana into Iheanacho. Maguire, good tackle. And he's out for another Leicester throw. Come on, United. We need to get to this semi-final. This is as good a chance of any of actually winning a semi-final for once. Tielemans. Jose Perez. Donny van de Beek does well. Fred. Fouled by Ndidi, surely, and it is. And it'll be a free kick to Manchester United. Fred gives it to Matic to take. Oh, it's just sideways. Backwards. Here's Wan-Bissaka. Will it go back to Lindelof? No, it goes into Fred. He'll turns out and gives it back to Maguire. Why is this? Just go forward. Attack the game. We go long looking for Martial. Of course, the ball's overhit. Somehow that will probably be a Martial mistake or whatever. The last time we played Leicester City in the FA Cup, it was 1974 and we beat them 2-1. I mean, it's all well and nice having that as a stat, but in reality, that means absolutely nothing. I mean, I hope we can do it again, but that might as well be 8-0 because it doesn't matter. It's so long ago. You can't read anything into that. So Cavani's warming up, so he might come on, but I don't know who for. Well, actually, I do know. Probably for Martial. But has Martial played badly? I wouldn't say he's had a great game, but has he actually had literally anything to do? No. Well, I mean, same with Greenwood. Apart from his goal, which he obviously did well for, Greenwood's done nothing. I don't think Pogba's done great. You've got to take Fred off. You've got to take Fred or Matic off. One of them two have to come off. Move Martial out to the left if you want, and get Cavani up top. But you can't take Martial off and expect this game to change because it won't. Tielemans. Surging through. Tielemans scores. Leicester 2-1. Tellers looks to the skies. What has happened? Tielemans. Look at that. One touch. Easy. What the fuck is Matic doing? What is Fred doing? What is going on? Who the fuck is closing him down? Put any sort of pressure on him. It's a good finish. It's fucking useless. There goes our ideal semi-final. I don't know. Should Dean Henderson save it for me? Probably. It's not. I wouldn't say it's unstoppable. I think De Gea saves that. I think De Gea saves that. One time we get an easy semi-final, and so we should go through. We should get to a final. We go, fuck it. Let's lose in the quarterfinals. Get the two donkeys out of midfield. Fred and Matic, get them out. Where the fuck has our midfield been all game? Where were they there? Tielemans fucking giving the whole of Leicester to run in. Whole of Leicestershire to run in. These are the predictions. So, again, here for United's 40-0, 41. That's on, and so's United. Lies, your prediction is still on. Apart from that, they're all dead. Dead. Get Bruno on. Get fucking Matic off. Get Fred off. Get Donny van der Beek deeper. Let's get actually a bit of this fucking ball. Because we can't fucking hold on to it. And when we do, it's just passing around the fucking back, creating fuck all. This is going to be one of the easiest games Leicester have ever fucking played. Because we've offered absolutely nothing going forward. Again, our attack has been fucking left to dry. Absolutely left to dry. Where the fuck is Look at Matic. He's fucking jogging. Henderson has to save that as well. Oh yeah, sorry. Thanks for telling me. Henderson has to save it. He has to save that. Should save it. It's not a great effort. He has to save it. For me, he has to save that. Oh, right there goes our away record, says NG. Wow, I mean, it's not looking great, is it? And again, have we deserved anything less? We've been absolute donkey shit. Matic into Telles. What's he doing? Pogba switches the flanks to Greenwood. Wan-Bissaka on the overlap. Don't give to fucking Fred. Fred, don't shoot, you twats. Telles puts the ball in. Blocked. Fofana heads clear. What? A free kick? Someone? We got a free kick? What have we got a free kick for? I don't know why we got a free kick. Oh, handball. That's why. Right, Tellers will take this free kick. Come on, Maguire. Fucking get your big slab head on this ball. Matic, at least do something. Come on, Tellers. Stick a good ball in, mate. It's actually a decent ball. Sayunku wins it. Maguire! Fucking go attack it! We need to get Bruno on. We need to get Matic or Fred off. Tellez puts the ball into the box. Maguire. Sayunku wins it. Maguire, you are useless. Go on, Greenwood. Puts it across. It's a poor cross, really. Right, Tellez. Wide. Just over half an hour to go here. How close was this actually from Tellez? It's not. I don't know if that's actually a good ball in from Tellez, or if it's a short or what it is. It's not looking good, boys. That's all I can say. Wan-Bissaka, don't throw the other way, mate. Throw the ball the other way. There's no one to throw it to. We are useless. Greenwood fucking loses it to Ndidi. Ndidi is so good. Jamie Vardy's in! Misses a sitter. Vardy should have killed us dead there. Maguire absolutely done by Jamie Vardy. That should have been us dead in the water. Somehow we survive. Somehow we survive. Vardy has absolutely sent Maguire back to Sheffield. He's fucking back in Russia for the 2018 World Cup. That should have been the game. Over. That should be Leicester City in the semi-final. Quick! No! Stop complaining, Maguire. Get the fucking ball moving. Oh, fuck it. It's rubbish. Quick, Lindelof. To Wan-Bissaka. Alright, Wan-Bissaka. Up. Van der Beek. Van der Beek. Quick. McTominay. Alright. Open up. Now out wide. Oh, see, it's just that pass. Look, it's an awful pass. It's not to Matic's feet. It slows us down. It's a simple pass. You've got to get him off. You've got to get Fred off. He is rubbish. He is awful at football. He's not a number 8. He's not an 8. It's square pegs and round holes. Square pegs and round holes. What does Ole Gunnar Solskjaer see from Manchester United right now which makes him think, nah. I mean, someone's coming on. I think it is Bruno. He's stripped down into it. He's got his joggers off, so he's in his. No, he's sent back down. Get him on! I'm so. What has Ollie seen? Oh, here comes Vardy. Vardy could kill us now. Maguire does well. It's so shit. Indeed, nice ball out to Albrighton. Albrighton puts it in. Vardy! Lindelof does well. Maguire head to Pogba. Pogba turn. Tielemans strikes right at Dean Henderson. And we are being absolutely murdered. It's awful. It's awful. Pogba. Fred. Martial. Poor from Martial. Looking for Fred again. Let's go out to Fofana. Look at the difference between Leicester. Look at that. It's open. It's running with the ball, opening your body, finding your man. They're always moving. Here comes Jose Perez. We're lucky he's just rubbish, and he fires way over. But look at that. That's quality. That is a well-coached side. They're passing. They're getting on the ball. They're passing it. They're always trying to move. It's a lot of 1, 2, quick football. That's what scares teams. What we do, it's this. Like I've said, it's Maguire gets the ball, pass it aside. You might move a bit like this. Might just move a little bit, then pass. Go on, Martial, all alone. Fouled by Johnny Evans. Well played, Anthony. Martial wins a free kick. It's rubbish. Leicester City. It's bang, 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 bang. Oh, Fred might move it a little bit. Then bang it in there. Pogba runs a little bit. Finds Martial. Donny van der Beek. Bang, bang, goal. With us, it's Matic. Might just ponder around here for a little bit. Fred. Look up. Nah. Into Maguire. Might jog a little bit. Into Lindelof. Here comes his 4 changes. It's Cavani, it's McTominay, it's Shaw, and it's Bruno. So that's going to be I imagine that's going to be Matic. That will be It'll probably be Martial, won't it? It will be Martial. It'll be Van der Beek. And who else was it? And Tellez. Tellez puts the ball into the box. It's a crap ball. Get him off. So, it's Matic for Bruno. So, Matic is coming off. Pogba. Pogba's off. So, Donny van der Beek's off. So it's Bruno on for Donny. It's Shaw on for Tellez. I think Martial's gone out to the left. Cavani up top. Matic for McTominay. Yeah, that's it. So, we've left Fred on. Fuck it, it's suicidal. It's absolutely suicidal. How has Fred survived? And this is what I mean. This is why, for me, he has to go in the summer. End of this season, he has to go. I don't care. What has he seen from Fred's performance that made him think, yeah, he must stay on? He's played well. Here comes McTominay. McTominay getting forward really well. Right from the off. That's really good from McTominay. That's a corner for Manchester United. Better from Scott McTominay there. Straight away, McTominay gets on. Makes that fantastic run forward. Brilliant from Scott McTominay. And this is what I mean about Cavani. This is the moment for Edison Cavani. Bruno Fernandes will take the corner. Ball comes in. Maguire heads it. Or Brighton flicks it away. It's a crap header from Maguire. What a great corner delivery in the first place. McTominay. Bruno. Bruno looks to put it into the box. Out for a corner, surely, ref. No, doesn't give it. 25 minutes to go here. Leicester City 2. Manchester United 1. Fucking hell, McTominay. You've done fuck all there. Tielemans. Good play by Fred. Wins it well. Come on, Fred. Run with the ball, Fred. Bruno. Come on, Bruno. Please, Bruno. Bruno plays the ball to Greenwood. Greenwood. It's a good run by Martial. Fred. Shaw. Go on, Shaw. Get a good ball in. Shaw puts the ball in. Greenwood. Go on, Wan-Bissaka. McTominay. Greenwood. Wan-Bissaka. Puts it in. Cavani's blocked it. Cavani's blocked it. It was a great ball in by Wan-Bissaka. It's a great delivery. Oh no, it's a corner, sorry. It's a corner. I take that back. It's a corner. Alright, Bruno to take. Bruno puts it into the box. Maguire beaten to the ball again. Sure. McTominay header! No power. Leicester go long and quickly by Schmeichel. Here is Iheanacho. Good tackle by Wan-Bissaka, and is out for another corner throw in for Leicester. Sayuncu does well. What is that? Just what is that? Sure. Sure doesn't know where to go. Shaw does well and gets fouled by Jose Perez. That's a booking. The only reason I can see why Fred stays on is because he's more mobile. And look, when Fred plays as a 6, like Matic was, which Fred is better, and McTominay will now fill the void of, will take up the 8 role, which Fred was trying to do. Whether or not he'll do well in that role, we don't know, but let's hope he does. Cavani gives it into Luke Shaw. Shaw, Fred. Lovely ball from Fred, actually, to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka into Bruno. Gone! Oh, it's not. It was a poor ball, really, there from Wan-Bissaka to Bruno. Sayuncu just launches it down the line. Lovely touch by Iheanacho. Vardy running in. Maguire does well. Gives it back to Henderson. Henderson, not the greatest passes out to Lindelof, but we deal with it. Martial does well. Is fouled. We need to do better than this. McTominay to Fred. Fred into Bruno. Lovely ball. Bruno. Martial. To Fred. Fred, just give it easy. Bruno. Bruno puts it into the box. Out for a corner. If we're going to get a goal, it's going to be from a set piece at this rate. Bruno's come on. He's doing well. What I would say is, what it should have came earlier for one. Second of all, why did we have to take off Donny for him? Just play him together. Bruno puts the ball into the box. Maguire, where the fuck is Maguire not even attacking that one? Throw in. Wan-Bissaka. Greenwood to McTominay. McTominay finds Mason Greenwood. Ref! Fucking hell, Greenwood. I mean, it was a really good challenge by Sayuncu, but I don't know. I felt I should have just got the ball into the box beforehand. Or Brighton. Lindelof just heads it back to Henderson coolly. Henderson quickly into Wan-Bissaka. Goes into Bruno. Again, the game is just going through Bruno. That's a poor pass by Bruno. And it goes back to Schmeichel. Into Evans. Tielemans. Into Jose Perez. Fucking hell, McTominay! You've just fouled him right in front of the ref. He's been booked already. What did he expect? He's just pushed him over. I despair. Here comes Dennis Pratt for Leicester. What can you say? What can you say? What are you guys making of this? The shower of piss. I just don't understand. I don't understand. What was the plan? Fred. Wan-Bissaka. Greenwood. Wan-Bissaka. McTominay. We need a goal. Just to take the extra time. Oh, Martial wanted it. He made a good run there. He was sure. Shaw can't get the ball in. Deflect off, back off of him and it's out for a goal kick. 17 minutes to go. The only thing I can say is, at least he made changes. Probably came, I would say probably, what, 20 minutes too late? I mean, should have came at half time, really. Sure. Lindelof. Quickly, Lindelof. Fucking hell. If I don't laugh, I'll cry. Greenwood. What was the plan on taking Paul Pogba, the man that literally changed the game last week for us, taking him off and Donny van der Beek off, a player that oozes class. Why are you shooting, Maguire? Fucking get him up. The waste man. Our captain has cost us a goal and has just fucking done that. You're not fucking Zidane, Maguire. You fucking twat. He's useless. So wasteful. Bruno Fernandes. Free kick. Foul on Bruno. Oh, he's holding his leg. Just studs him right in his thigh. He hasn't meant to. Wan-Bissaka. Lindelof. Fred. Martial. Fred. Iheanacho. McTominay wins the ball well. Bruno picks it up. But we don't want Bruno there. We want Bruno up the field. But he's having to come in. Because he's a fucking one that can do anything. Look at that from Bruno. He gets the ball. He's trying to go forward. And the defender does well there to beat Martial to the ball. But it's better moving the ball forward. That's what Leicester have done all game. Fucking hell, Fred! Get him off his shit. Can we sell Fred? He can't pass! We have a Brazilian midfielder that cannot pass a parcel. We couldn't fucking... He's going to play 90 minutes, Fred. Yeah, and we've taken off Paul Pogba, Donny van der Beek. 2 players, fantastic passers. We've taken both of them off so we can keep fucking Fred on the pitch. It's fucking shambolic. It's absolutely shambolic. But again, the media won't ask. The media will not ask about how bad and how Fred stayed on the pitch. Cavani, absolutely no service. Martial the same. Piss poor. The only thing I can say is a semi-final. It's not gone yet. If they get another goal, I would say it is. And there it is. Three-1. We're out. Iheanacho with a second. Harry Maguire, hang your fucking head in shame. You're an embarrassment. The lot of them. Fucking twat. And remember, lads, we're fucking fine at the back, ain't we? Where's... Oh, Harry Maguire's at the back post. Fucking watching. What the fuck are you doing, Maguire? McTominay, what are you doing? What's your man? What's your man? It's fucking shambolic. Dean Henderson, no chance. 3-1. We're out. We're fucking out. You're right, mate. We're out. We're out. Again. Again. When the going gets tough, this team fucking crumbles. Absolutely crumbles. And what can we say? If I remember correctly, that all comes from another... Oh, I have to unsubscribe. I can't watch people who swear. I'll try not to swear. But it comes from Fred once again giving away the ball. And now we got 10 minutes to score 2 goals, and we've hardly been able to score one in 80. Here comes Bruno. Sure. Today marks the last day for Fred. No, he'll play next week. He'll play every week. Doesn't matter. Fred plays every week. He should have came off at half time. He didn't come off at half time. He should have then came off when Bruno came on. He didn't come off. He's now playing a full 90. I don't think he's got... I think his pass accuracy must be about 12. What has Ollie done? What has Ollie... What's going through Ollie's mind? That's what I just want to know. What has Ollie thought to think, yeah, Fred, he's had a great game, Fred. He's given the ball away. He can't pass. Defensively, he's been awful, really. He's given him a goal. But yeah, we're great. He'll stay on for the full 90. Donny van der Beek, a great passer who's not been really able to get into the game because of how we've played, because of our 2 defensive midfielders. He can come off. Pogba, the man that changed the game and won us our last game against AC Milan. Take him off. Let's take him off. Let's get Cavani on, who's done nothing. We have Europa League to win. Please, Man United, win the Europa League at least. Are you confident we'll win the Europa League? Cavani, I don't think... I wouldn't be surprised if he hasn't. No. The attack has been, again, isolated. Maguire, what was that? Was it Wan-Bissaka? Greenwood. It's the same old, isn't it? It's the same old. Oh, I can't be asked. I cannot be asked with it. Wan-Bissaka. Quickly. Good play from Wan-Bissaka. Gives it to Fred. Back to Wan-Bissaka. Bruno. To Greenwood. Poor ball out. Poor ball. I don't know. Why is my camera gone like that? No, that's not what I want. If I... Hold on. Right. If we lose to Granada, sack him. Sack him right then and there. To be honest. Sack him right then and there. If we lose to Granada, sack him there and then. Why do they not bring a better centre-back in? Because we believe our centre-back... I mean, the centre-backs haven't been the issue. The issue is our 2... what they called? 2 DMs. Couldn't pass a parcel. Especially Fred. Could not pass a parcel. Fry can't even make a pass. No, he hasn't all game. How's he stayed on? Chris Pussy, no, it's not. What do you think of West Ham? Did you see it? You bottled 3-0 lead, didn't you? You can't. I mean, Dean Henson gets a hand to it, but he's done well to even get a hand. It's awful. Awful defending. McTominay, what's he doing? Maguire, just watching the ball. He's our captain, Maguire. He's our captain. Every goal is avoidable. Every one of their goals is avoidable. Was awful, but happily keep Lingard, please. If we can have Declan, you can have Lingard. Fred is off. 7 minutes to go. We now decide, let's take Fred off. Let's get Ahmad on. Oh, 7 minutes to go. That's time to bring Ahmad on, is it? It's an embarrassment, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Embarrassment. So Bruno will now drop deeper alongside McTominay. It'll be more. I imagine it's probably now a 4-4-2. Or is it? Or what is the plan now? Well, again, it's not though, is it, Chris? Not how that works. Give us 90 million Lingard, then maybe we can negotiate. Diallo, poor fucking hell, Diallo. And look, tomorrow, and well, after the game, what we'll see all the players come out, and they'll be going. They must sell Matic, Mata, bring in Brozovic or someone like that. If we sell Matic, we're not getting anything for him. Same with Mata. We'll be lucky to get 3 pence for both of them. If they leave, it's on a free. But then we wouldn't get Brozovic. Brozovic isn't the player we need either. We need a Rice. Oh, I think that was Cavani's first touch of the game. So well done to him. He's come on, I don't know how long. Is it his fault? No. Same as when Martial hasn't had a touch all game. Has he been able to? No. Because our defence is as weak. Our defence and midfield are useless. They can't pass. Fred's played for 83 minutes. He played. And I would be surprised if he made 5 accurate passes. Awful. It's so slow. Oh, look, it's a bit quicker now. Now we need a goal. But if we had this type of tempo, this type of urgency about our game for the 90, maybe we would be winning this game. But no. It's clueless substitutions. That's what happens when you don't start Bruno single-handedly. Well, I wouldn't say that. I would say it's the 2 defensive midfielders. When you don't start Pogba in centre mid, when you decide to start him on left wing, so you can play fucking Fred. Maguire, what's he gonna do? Well, nice one, Maguire. Win a free kick. Nice one, lad. Not just scoring, but just makes the other players. Well, yeah, Bruno makes them play better, but Bruno's come on. Nothing's changed really. The issue is we try and pass out from the back when we can't pass. If the first goal, just clear it, Maguire. But no, we have to try and pass it out. Gives it to Fred. It's a shocking back pass because he can't pass. We played two defensive midfielders, none of which can pass between the lines. So our whole attack has been isolated the whole 90 minutes. And still we waited for God knows to make a change. Great free kick, really good save by Schmeichel. Then we got Maguire, who was apparently this great header of the ball, who can't actually direct the header to save his life. Look, I'm sure Maguire will win this header. No, he doesn't. Doesn't head it. But he wins plenty of headers. Doesn't fucking score any of them because he's awful at headers. He just wins them. He doesn't actually know how to header a football. But remember, guys, we're really good at away from home. Yeah, we're out now. Our away form's gone. And you had an easy draw in the next round. I know. That makes it. That's even better. Even better. The chance we finally get to win a semi-final, we bolt at the quarters. The sad thing is, we won't look at a defensive midfielder or a midfielder that can actually do the job of what we need. We'll continue with McTominay and Fred, the Chuckle brothers, two awful, useless players. Cavani's had absolutely nothing since coming on. But will the media speak out on it? Will they finally admit that Martial wasn't the problem and isn't the problem? In fact, it's the fact our striker gets absolutely nothing to work with. With what have we? If we load the stats, I think we've had 3 shots on target. 3 shots on target. The goal, a Harry Maguire header, which my nan could have caught. It was so tame, and pretty much, although technically, obviously, it was a shot. Pretty much a Pogba pass back to Schmeichel. It was that weak and straight at him. There are 3 shots. Oh, 4. We got 4 shots on target. The other one, that would be the Bruno free kick. So we've got 4 shots on target. They've got 5. They've scored 3 goals. And remember, should have had 4. Jamie Vardy should have scored. He missed a sitter. What do you think your best team is? And who do you even want to buy? Well, our best team, Ian Henderson's not in goal. Should have saved the first one. I mean, both of them really. Both Maguire and Lindelof, they can fuck off. I mean, I've said for a while now, I would sell Maguire. You know what? Twanzebe and Maguire. Twanzebe and Lindelof, fuck it. Well, actually, you'd probably go off of the basis of that game. These two. He can fuck off. McTominay, he's rubbish. There'll be Pogba there. Pogba or Donny van de Beek there. Fred, I don't know. Ronaldo win against Napoli, so they won't. No, we will beat Granada. We will beat them. No. Defensive midfielder, I don't know. You know what? I'll just put. You know what? I'm just going to put James Garner in there. Put James Garner in there. Then it's Martial up top. It will then be Rashie on the left. And then, you need a right winger. I'll just put Romero there for the sake of it. We need a defensive midfielder who can not only defend. Martial header! Good save by Schmeichel. I think that's Martial's first chance at the game. So we need a defensive midfielder. And Didi, perfect. Been brilliant for Leicester again today. Rice, brilliant. No, the thing is, with Leicester, look. Let's remember, Leicester City are a good side. They're third in the league. They're a good team. But we've been pathetic today. Absolutely pathetic. Bruno Fernandes goes long. It's a nothing ball. So, yeah. Well, we need realistic, we need 2 fucking centre-backs. Maguire's not good enough. People will dig out all the stats, being like, oh, he's won loads of headers. Well done, Maguire. You win a lot of headers. What have you done with those headers? What have you done? Because you've cost us 3 goals pretty much today. I mean, even the pass to Fred. Statistically, what, a centre-back and a right... Centre-back, a defensive midfielder and a right winger. They're what we need. They're the priorities. I think Man United looked down on Leicester with the lineup today. Yeah, I would say we probably did. We treated them as if they are Southampton. They're not. We have a problem. I've said this so often. I've argued this on Twitter like no tomorrow. Which players I want? Well, I would want Ndidi, but I'll take Declan Rice happily. Right winger Sancho, but are you going to get Sancho? Probably not. So I don't know who you'd get at right winger. Henderson's so bad now. I mean, I don't know if you would. I mean, I would say Henderson should have saved the second one. But to say he's bad, I wouldn't know. I think he just has bad centre backs in front of him. But yeah, so about Maguire, we spent £80 million on him. He was good at Leicester. He was never an £80 million centre back. But like what Van Dijk did, fucking hell, Maguire, to release the cunt. He's unchallenged. He's unchallenged. How is he messing that pass up? Cavani, into McTominay, Ahmad, and I think that's full time. That is full time. Manchester United are embarrassed and we are out of the FA Cup. Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. So, anyway. So, like I was saying about Maguire, when you spend £80 million on a centre-back, usually they're not, that player's value is not 80 million. But you spend that more because it completes your defence or it completes something. With Van Dijk isn't an 80 million, wasn't an 80, well, was it 75 million pound centre-back. Realistically, he was maybe a 40 million pound centre-back. But because of what it completed Liverpool's defence, it made it from an average defence to a top class Champions League final defence. They went on to win the Champions League final, and then he went on to win the Premier League with them. Completely changed that centre back. That made it worth 75 million. Harry Maguire had to be that for 80 million pounds. Hasn't been that. What we've done, we've spent £80 million on Maguire to put him alongside Lindelof, who we spent £35 million on or something like that. Just to then have to go spend another £60 million on a centre-back to then play alongside Maguire when we've realised, you know what, Maguire doesn't actually work for what we've brought him for because we can't scout. We just, our board has just gone, lads, Harry Maguire, he's quite popular with the fans. Slabhead. Oh, that great joke. Oh, everyone loved him at the World Cup. Let's go sign him. Without thinking, does he actually work? And it's all right for us fans to say, oh yeah, we want Maguire or whatever. We want this, we want that. But realistically, it's the board's job to make sure that when we sign a player, he works. And they clearly have failed at that. Because Maguire has failed. He's a failure of a signing. Regardless of his price tag, he's been a failure. And then we go into midfield. Right, can I get Fred's stats up today? What would it be on? Who scored? Who scored? Where is it? Let's find this game. That's not the FA Cup. This is the FA Cup. So, I mean, if this doesn't say a lot, Fred today given a 5.7 by Who Scored. So, pass success rate 88%. I would imagine that's probably the lowest on the pitch. He's awful. Awful today. One dribble today from Fred. Well done, lad. Useless, mate. I mean, it doesn't get much better. Matic, 74% pass accuracy. Van der Beek not great in 80%. Do I quite blame him that much? I think if you compare our two defensive midfielders to Leicester City's, and Ndidi 86% pass accuracy, Tielemans 88. It's chalk and cheese. It's chalk and cheese. He was awful today, Fred. Let us down. Cost us a goal. They're not good enough. Fred's just not good enough, is he? He can't. He's not an 8. If he's anything, he's a 6. But we played as an 8 today. Again, like I said earlier, square pegs and round holes. Matic, he can't run. Can't run anymore. He's dead. He's a dead footballer. We need to sell him off. Well, we're not going to be able to sell him off. We need to. What am I trying to say? We need to release him. McTominay, again, awful. If he was playing for Newcastle, no one would care about him. He's not. McTominay's not a 6. He's not an 8. He's a hybrid between the two and he's not good at either of them. He's exactly what he is. Well, he's exactly what we want when we play teams like Manchester City. We don't want him to play as purely as a defensive midfielder because he's also the outball. And he's also the player that we want to create something. But he can't pass, McTominay. He's all right at running, but he can't tackle either. So we've got 3 CDMs, all of which aren't good enough. Like James Garner, he's out there playing for Nottingham Forest this season. He's out on loan there. In his last game, man of the match. Today, we've had Fred put in probably the worst performance of the season for any Manchester United player. Bearing in mind, I've given Martial a 1 at one point. I've given Rashford a 1 at one point. Just McTominay does not McTominay. Fred doesn't even deserve that. Tottenham versus Villa watch along. I can't, mate. I haven't done anything for it. I wasn't planning on doing it. So I mean, I'll do some watch alongs for the Champions League games when they come back, and I'll look into doing some for the international break. But going back to the defensive midfielder role, James Garner. And if we don't buy a CDM next season, I want James Garner starting. I don't want to see Fred, Matic, or McTominay. I don't. There's no way James Garner could not do a worse job. There's no way he could. No way James Garner could do a worse job than what we've just seen today. And it's embarrassing that it took until the 86th minute to take Fred off when he was awful all game. Then, so obviously Pogba has then. It's just if we go back to the starting lineup today, putting Pogba on the left wing. Can you do Ireland versus Serbia? I doubt that will be on TV, and unfortunately, I don't care about Ireland, so I'm not going to be doing that. Sorry. So we look at the starting lineup. You can like Pogba, you can hate Pogba, you can think that Pogba's a fantastic player, you can think Pogba's a shit player. Anyone putting Paul Pogba on the left wing so you can play Fred and Matic in midfield is a fucking moron. And that's our manager. Our manager decided to put arguably our best midfielder, at least deep line playmaker, midfielder type player, on the left wing. Just so we can accommodate for Matic and Fred. And then we played Donny van der Beek. We finally give Donny van der Beek some game time. But don't worry. It's with Matic and Fred, who can't pass the ball. And like I said, if we go back to this, pretend these are the right plays. I can't be asked to change them back. It's Lindelof to Maguire to Matic to Fred. Fred might get the ball a bit. Like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Oh, no, I'll give it back to Lindelof. We'll go back to Maguire. I'm Harry Maguire. I'm £80 million worth of centre-back. I'm really good. Alex Tellez, Luke Shaw, whoever it is. Well, there you go. Long ball. Don't worry. Because we've just we've played pig in the fucking middle for a bit in the midfield. Don't worry, they're all back. They've got their two banks of four back. They're ready. They're ready for us. And like I say, look, when you ask a Manchester United fan what Manchester United style of play is, they'll go, we're a counter-attacking side. Are we a counter-attacking side? Because a counter-attacking side is quick. First touch, second touch. It's quick football. My nan could run quicker than this. How is this counter-attacking quick football? You look at our goal. It's rubbish. It's rubbish. And it could have been more. That's the thing. It could have been more. And it should have been more. Look at this chance for Vardy. He has to score that. It's pathetic. But realistically, the media won't blame Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Won't blame the midfielders. Won't blame McTominay. Won't blame Matic. They'll blame Martial. They'll go, oh, Martial, he was rubbish. Didn't do anything. What could he do? Same with Cavani. Cavani came on, and I think NG said it. I don't think Cavani had a touch until like 20 minutes after. How many touches did Cavani have? 7 touches. 7 touches. Martial had 40. To put that into a bit of perspective, when McTominay came on, he had 32. When Shaw came on, 28. I don't know if it's not going to let me look at Fernandes, is it? Fernandes had 41. Martial couldn't get in the game because we don't pass it. We don't get the ball to our forward. Greenwood 43. Played the full 90. Pogba also 43. Danny van der Beek 33. Our front four got nothing. Matic 42. Did he do anything really? It's not good enough, and the problems come from the centre backs and well, if I highlight them, these four. Not get rid of Bruno. These 4 positions. Your core of your team is massively important. That's the make or break. If you're to win football matches, your core has to be able to play football. Fred can't play football. I think Matthew has a better pass, can pass the ball better than Fred. Tyler and his golf club foot passes better. Lucy passes better than Fred. And we wonder why we struggle. And again, there's been so much spoken about how apparently Bruno Fernandes in the big game struggles. Well, I mean, he won a big game today, and we struggled when he struggled when he came on. Why is that? It's because if I load them up, if I load these cunts back up, McTominay and Fred, it's these two, because these two sit right here against the big sides, and Bruno Fernandes is having to pick the ball up here, and obviously, like I said, this slow passing still continues. So Bruno Fernandes is picking the ball up, sometimes in his own half, and let's say Manchester City, for example, they've got their whole team back already because they're a well-organised team, and it's not new. And if this was just we lost, it happens sometimes. It would be frustrating. It would be so frustrating, but it happens. But it's not new. It's repetitive. It's constant. It's every week. It's nothing new. And look, Tyler, good analogy. Tyler and his golf club. Good analogy. Sorry, Tyler, I had to do you in there. It's the same stuff every time. This is why you look at it's what can I say? You look at after lockdown, we were so quick. Look at that Brighton goal, for example, perfect example. We were defending. What we could do two things there. When we clear it to Matic, Matic takes it down his chest. There's two things he could do there. He could take it down his chest, bring it down, knock it back, turn, try and move it. Or what he does do, takes it down his chest, and it's an incredible volley. I think it's to Greenwood, who then chipped it to the back post for Bruno. That's counter-attacking. That's quick football. What we do this season, take it on your chest. Stops. I'll give it back to Maguire. Gives it to Lindelof. Gives it to Wan-Bissaka. Who will then bring it forward a little bit. Gives it to Fred. Gives it to McTominay. Gives it to Luke Shaw. Gives it back to Maguire. Maguire, long ball to Greenwood. Crap. Can you Ireland vs Serbia is on Sky Sports, Finn. England aren't on TV this week. I mean, at the same time, I don't really have an interest in watching Serbia versus Ireland. I don't really. The only international games I really watch is England. I don't even watch them all the time. I mean, unless there's a really good game, which, no offense, Ireland versus Serbia isn't for me. I probably won't be doing much. I might not even do England versus San Marino. Just watching Gareth Southgate's England squad bores me. I mean, what do you guys think? And look, it's this obsession with passing out from the back when we can't coach that because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he isn't a good enough coach. Or we've not got a good enough coaching setup because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has admit he's not the one coaching. So to blame it on Solskjaer is wrong. We don't have good enough coaches. We haven't got experienced coaches. We've got Carrick, who is in his third year of coaching. We've got McKenna. Who's he? Just former players, really, haven't we? We've got former players. We haven't got experienced top class coaches like Man City. Then, I mean, and like I said, the goals are avoidable. Really, really avoidable. I think Henderson should save the second one. Maybe not, but I think De Gea saves the second one. First one, awful from Fred, but at the same time, this obsession with passing out from the back. Maguire, it's a calamitous pass. Calamitous pass to Fred. Look, it might be to his feet, but first of all, we know Fred. Troy Deeney's come out and said it. You let Fred have the ball because his first touch is awful. Troy Deeney said it 2 years ago. They let people target Fred because they know his first touch is bad. So Maguire knows that, must know his first touch ain't great. Sees Tielemans sprinting at Fred, passes it to him still, and look, it's not. I'm not saying it is Maguire's fault, but it's that it's just what's going through his head. Just clear it. Just don't give Fred that ball. And then we are a good on the deck squad. Just give Ireland a watch. Just me. You'll be trust me. You'll be impressed. I mean, what I might do. You're not allowed. I won't watch. I won't do it if. I imagine they'll play a couple times. I won't do a watch along for the Serbia game. I might just have it on the background, just give it a watch, and if I'm impressed, then I might do them again. I might do them for another one, but I'm not doing the first one. But yeah, that will be the last I'll speak about that for now. But look, tomorrow, and look, I'm sure if I go on Instagram or Twitter now, they'll already be out going, oh, we need to do better. We need this. We need to do that. And tomorrow we'll hear stories, oh, we're looking at such and such player. Apparently, Manchester United think we need Erling Haaland. Do you think we need a striker? Do you think? Did you watch that game today and think, fucking hell, Martial was the issue today, Cavani was the issue today? I mean, I can't watch the game. I don't listen to the audio. But from what I've heard even Gary Lineker and maybe even Alan Shearer were defending Martial. Imagine that. Imagine how bad we must be for Shearer and Lineker to defend Anthony Martial. That proves how shit we are. Haaland would be useless for us. Look, Haaland is an incredible striker. He can score goals for fun. But the one thing Haaland does require is service. So, same with Cavani. Cavani doesn't get service. Haaland won't either. And especially with Haaland, who's his agent? Mino Raiola. He won't shut up about Pogba wanting to leave. Imagine what will happen with Haaland. He'll come in after fucking 2 weeks of this shit. He'll be like, I want to go. I want out. Cavani is pissed off already. He wants to go to fucking Boca Juniors. Because he doesn't get chances. Like I've said in the preview. Against Liverpool. Cavani makes a great run. Rashford, just slot him in. Nah, Rashford goes online because he's greedy. Cavani turns to the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and goes, what the fuck is this? He's pissed off he doesn't get chances. Martial must be pissed off he doesn't get chances. He hasn't all season. We're worse than we were after lockdown. We play atrocious football. It's like, look, David Moyes. Did you see Juventus? I know, same mate, same. Tyler, I'm in the same boat, mate. I'm in the same boat. They cost me. I can't remember. I don't know how much they cost me. They cost me anyway. But also won the 45 Rangers Celtic. Fair enough. I mean, yeah, I didn't win. I didn't win anything on that game. Look, anyway, what was I saying? Look, you look at David Moyes early against Arsenal. West Ham. You can see what they're doing. Can you see that with Ollie? Can you really see what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, what the plan is with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? With David Moyes at West Ham, for example, they're hard to beat. Really, usually they're hard to beat. Today, Arsenal in the second half they were a lot better than they were in the first half, but regularly they're hard to beat. Just look at Jesse Lingard. Under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he has looked awful, atrocious. He's gone to West Ham, looks fucking amazing. Look, again, people has gone on about improvement. And I've said this, I don't see the improvement. I've said for a while, end of the season, Solskjaer should be gone. But, at least, what am I trying to say? At least with like David Moyes, even with Arteta, and I've said this for a while, I think Arteta's better than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. With their managers, you can see what they're trying to do. I can see what Arteta is doing. I can't see that with Ole. Is this improvement from last season? I can see an improvement from the start of last season and now, and that improvement is Bruno Fernandes and not playing Lingard or Andreas Pereira, who are awful at 10. Well, Lingard was awful for us. Not playing one of them at 10. Bruno's come in. That's been our improvement. We've got worse from lockdown to now. Look, lockdown, we were fantastic. I said this, and I stand by it. After lockdown, we were the best team in the league. Liverpool weren't as good as us. Man City weren't as good as us. We were the best team in the league. This season, awful. Absolutely awful. The amount of times we've gone back to these two awful midfield two. We don't give our strikers a thing. We don't give them a thing. And we've said it for ages. I said in the preview, I would start Tuanzebe because Jamie Vardy is literally the worst thing. Maguire and Lindelof must have been having nightmares about Maguire coming into this game. They must have been having nightmares about Jamie Vardy. What was the thinking behind playing playing two slow centre backs against a striker that not only is absolutely rapid, one of the quickest in the league, but he's also made a career sort of running in behind centre backs? What was the thinking behind that? Twanzebe's on the bench. Back pocketed bloody Kylian Mbappe in Paris. Back pocketed Mbappe. And has hardly played since. There is no improvement. And again, people will get the stats out saying, oh, we've got 4 more points this season than we did last season. But how useful is that? Well, not how useful is that. That's wrong. That's not what I meant. But how is that improvement, or is that what through coaching and players getting better, or is that A, just the league's worse, and second of all, we've now got Bruno Fernandes for a full season? I mean, I started writing a video, if I can find it. This was written before the Man City game, I believe. So last season, we averaged 1.73 points per game. Last season. This season we've averaged 1.88. So look, that is an improvement. Obviously that would change now this season. That would have changed slightly. But there's improvement in points. But we'll look at last season, before Bruno, 1.33. After Bruno, 2.28. Clearly, you can put the account that, what would it be? 0.15 improvement purely down to the fact we brought Bruno Fernandes. There's no mistake that after Bruno Fernandes signed, we went from an average team picking up 1.33 points a game before Bruno to 2.28 after Bruno. There's your improvement. I think tactically we're in the bin. We're absolutely in the bin. I mean, I've said it so many times on this channel. We must intentionally not use our right hand side. I think Wan-Bissaka is second in the league since the turn of the new year for chances created as from a fullback. Luke Shaw being first. Yet we don't use our right hand side. It's get the ball to Bruno or Rashford and let them get a goal. And it's stupid. Last season we weren't playing like that. It was get the ball to the attackers and we will score a goal sort of thing. It was nice interplay. All our attackers swapping positions. It was fluid. Now it's not. It's Rashford just trying to go on his own. Believe in his own hype. It's Bruno Fernandes at times being wasteful. At times having to do it on his own. And look, Bruno has come out. And I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has also come out and said, I let him do this. I'm sorry, that's not real. Look, sometimes yes, you especially when you're in a position where your last few minutes you need a goal, you let him try have a few long shots or whatever. And sometimes you do, but it's too often sometimes. And look, we're second in the league. And people will say, look, we're second in the league, we're much better than last season. But last season, did Chelsea have a complete meltdown? Did Liverpool have so many injuries? Did anyone have as many injuries? And this year, this league is much easier. Much, much easier this year. And I think you look at the teams down below. Sheffield United, when fans were in the ground, they were mid-table. Fans left the grounds, thanks to COVID, they fell off. Fans are huge, especially to newly promoted clubs and just smaller clubs who don't have massive budgets and can't afford to buy the best players. Without them, going to Sheffield United, even though we've lost to Sheffield United, and realistically we could have lost both games against Sheffield United, they are easier. Yet, we've struggled against them. Man City didn't. We're no better than we were last season. No better. I mean, we can talk about the substitutes. We can talk about anything. It's utterly embarrassing. And I mean, we should probably start talking about player ratings. But I mean, I could go on. Like, I mean, it's shambolic. It's shambolic. And look, we've got Brighton next in the Premier League. Well, I mean, we have to win it, don't we? Have we now we can't bottle top four, surely. I mean, second place isn't good enough. Second place is not, just second place isn't good enough. When you've seen the absolute shit shows we've seen from the likes of Chelsea, the likes of Liverpool. Second place, I would have expected. If someone went to me at the start of this season, because I predicted us to come fourth, I believe. If I got told Liverpool will have an absolute shit show because they get loads of injuries, and Chelsea, Lampard will go off the ball. All his signings, they won't gel, and they'll sign too many players, and they just won't find consistency. I'll be like, all right, we should get second, and that's what we're doing. But we're again bottled under the pressure, completely bottled under the pressure. I mean, it's usually semi-finals we bottle. Today it's a quarter final. Alright, let's get into the player ratings. Obviously, you guys can get involved with you and give me your player ratings down below. 6 is average, so I don't imagine we'll see many of them. So Dean Henderson. But it's going to be a 5 or a 4. Let me move this round here. Hold on. Right, there we go. So, player ratings. Dean Henderson, for me, should probably save the second goal. Is he at fault for us losing? No, he's not. I mean, if this was David De Gea, the media would be going berserk. When you can see 3 goals, I don't think you can be given too high. I'm going to give him a 4. Wan-Bissaka did much really come down Leicester's left? A little bit, yeah. 5. I mean, these two donkeys. What are we saying about these two? Lindelof, I think he should do better with the Tielemans one. He not closing him down, turns his back, trying to block it. Stand your ground sort of thing. That's what you would expect from your centre back. Not good enough. And it's disappointing because Lindelof was a man of match contender against AC Milan. He was fantastic in the second leg. Yeah, I mean, three and a 2. Maguire is just he just had a worse game. Look, you can say what you want about Maguire. You can say he's good, if you want to call him good in the air, go for it. But he's not. He wins a lot of headers. He can't direct them to save his life. That's the difference. That's what I would class a good header of the ball. Someone like Cavani, I would say. Someone who doesn't just win headers, but can direct them. Maguire can't do that. Tellez. 5. 5. No, you know, I'm going to give him a 5.5. Plainly because he doesn't play. He doesn't play, so to expect him to come into this team after when he hasn't played in ages, when he hardly gets game time, what do you expect? You don't expect someone who hardly plays to be back and play fantastic. And even then, I don't think it was awful. I don't think it was awful. Matic. Um, 4. And you know what? Fred's getting a 0. He doesn't even deserve anything. Awful, Fred. Matic. With Matic, it's you're in a position where as an out and out defensive midfielder, he's the only one we have. He's the only specialist defensive midfielder we have. But the man runs like he's carrying cement. He's got cement in his boots. He can't run. He is so slow, Matic. And he can't play 1-2 touch anymore because he's not quick enough to keep up with the game. So he slows the game down and it's not good enough. He needs to be replaced. And Fred, where do we even start with Fred? Where do we start with him? Can't pass. It's bizarre. He's a 6. He's what Matic is. Where he should have played when Matic did. And we should have started Pogba or Donny van der Beek alongside Fred. Fred, look, he'll press, he'll tackle, but give him the ball, he will do nothing. He can't pass the ball, Fred. He can tackle and he can press. He's a little shit to play against when he's running after you, he's kicking you, he's trying to tackle you, and that's when we've seen the best out of Fred. We saw him against Sevilla. It was a midfield of Fred, Pogba and Bruno. They were fantastic together. We haven't really seen that since. We haven't seen Donny van der Beek and Fred play. I want to see that. But again, Fred was put alongside Matic. Matic is the defensive midfielder in that position, and so he's like the number 6. 6 role, he's the 8 role. Matic, again, he's too slow. The number 6 role is the place that dictates your team. Matic can't do that anymore to the level we need to be playing at. And Fred, with Fred, he's just too slow. No, not too slow. With Fred, he just can't pass. With an 8, you need to be able to pass. You need to be able to dribble, beat a man, have a good first touch, be able to spread the play. He can't do that. He can't do that. The player that can do that is Donny van der Beek and Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba was put on the left wing today. Again. It's not the first time we've seen Paul Pogba move to the left wing. Our record signing moved to the left wing so we could play McTominay or Fred or Matic. It's ludicrous. Fred was, and like I said, Fred awful. Couldn't pass a parcel. How he stayed on the pitch for so long, I don't know. Greenwood, like I said, got absolutely nothing. Same with Martial. Got a goal, so I'm going to give him a 6. What did he do? Nothing. But score. What was he able to do? Nothing. Donny van der Beek. 5. That's dodgy 5. 5. So again, what is it? What was he able to do today? It's like I said again against Manchester City, for example. Bruno. Hello, Katie. And so like I was saying about earlier, against the top sides, Bruno Fernandes gets left out to dry because we defend. And that's then when the media will go, Bruno Fernandes doesn't turn up against the big sides. He's awful against them. Well, yes, of course he's awful against them when he doesn't get the ball. When he's having to pick the ball up really deep and try and bring the whole team forward. Donny van de Beek, exactly the same today. Nothing to do. Pogba, 5. Similar to Donny van de Beek, apart from now Pogba's playing out of position. I think technically he got the assist for the Greenwood goal. I mean, Donny van de Beek's brilliant. Dummy was also part of it, but them two played well for what they had to do, but didn't have much. Martial, 5. Again, absolutely nothing. I don't. What I would say for this game, I don't blame these. I don't blame these because they got nothing. I blame these 4. I blame them. They're the ones that made the errors on McTominay. You look at the first goal. What was it? It was Maguire, hospital pass, really, in all ways, into Fred. Fred then awful back pass to Dean Henderson. First goal. Second goal, that was the Yuri Tielemans one. These two, just lets Tielemans run past him. And then where Maguire and Lindelof are, I don't know. Henderson should probably save it. Then, third goal, Fred got the ball. Easy pass. Messes it up. Leicester got on the counter-attack. McTominay, idiotic foul. Idiotic foul. Puts the ball into the back post. Maguire watches it go over his shoulder. McTominay leaves his man, jumps, gets nowhere near the ball, and Iheanacho heads it in. Henderson nearly claws it out, but can't. If we had competence in that core, in our core, we would have won that game. We would be playing Southampton in the semi-final, but no, we're not. We look to the bench. McTominay, he was just as bad as Fred and Manja Matic. He just didn't play long enough to get worse than a 4. Bruno Fernandes, 5. Look, he tried. Didn't do much. Ahmad, I'll give him a 6. He wasn't. No, actually, I was going to give him a 6. He didn't play long enough, but there was that was an awful pass when he came on, and Cavani gets a 5. Again, it's why is Diallo? Look, we love Diallo, and I want Diallo, and I think Diallo has the potential and a future at this club to become a world beater, but he's never started a game for Manchester United. Why is he expected to come on to try and change this game? Dan James should be the man, really, unfortunately, to do so. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, 0. Again, Greenwood's going to get man of the match. What I would, hello everyone. What I would say about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer today, I mean, I'll move the mic closer to me. About Ole Gunnar Solskjaer today, tactically completely wrong. I said in my preview, Tuanzebe has to start today because Bailly's not fit, and Vardy lives off of running in behind defenders. Lindelof and Maguire would be Vardy's wet dream to play against every week. It was suicidal to play both of them, and we did, and it turned out just like that. That midfield double pivot, again, idiotic. Who was meant to transition? We've seen Fred can't do that. Matic can't do that. Let's play our best player. Really, our starting lineup, our best player. Let's play him on the left wing when he's an actual central midfielder who can do the exact job we need someone to do brilliantly. Lunacy. Substitute. Fred staying on for so long. He was awful. And look, that again, this was a chance to win something, especially with Southampton in the next round. With Southampton in the next round, that should have been us through. That should be us to a final, and then we could play a Man City. Then we could have played a Chelsea. But no, we've bottled it. Thank you. Thank you, Tyler. I take great pride. I take great pride in drawing crowns. And look, realistically, what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, if you think about what made Ole Gunnar Solskjaer such an icon at Manchester United, it was Solskjaer's one at the end. The crowning goal in the 99 season that made us, what leaves us as the only treble winning side in English football history. Well, the proper treble. The Premier League, the Champions League, and the FA Cup. Manchester City have won the league. They're in the League Cup final against Spurs. They'll probably win that. Now they're in the FA Cup semi-final against Chelsea, and then we'll either play Leicester or Southampton. So they'll probably win the FA Cup. So they'll win the domestic treble as it is. Luckily, if I've still got it, do I have it still? I don't. Let me get it up. Luckily, if you look at Manchester City's run in the Champions League, it's quite difficult. Where is it? That's look. If you look at City's run, they'll beat Dortmund. That's the second easiest side they could have got. That's whatever. But they'll have to play one of the finalists. If they win that, they'll win the Champions League. And realistically, the one opportunity we had to stop that happening, we've just bottled today. Ollie's greatest moment as a Manchester United player, and Manchester United, arguably our biggest and most famous achievement of all time, the treble. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to be in charge of Manchester United when that treble not only gets matched by our local rivals, but it will be bettered because Manchester City look set to do the quadruple, and that's about as damning as it gets for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I don't see how he gets a new contract. I think at the end of the season, we say, look, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, what you've done for this club, you've brought in some great players in Bruno Fernandes. You've improved Rashford. You've made Martial a striker. Greenwood's developed. Shaw's looks great. Wan-Bissaka, good right back. You've brought these three. You've brought Diallo. Now let's get a proper manager, and let's actually go get some proper tactics, proper footballing people at the club, not just Ollie's mates. And let's actually try and compete and try and win something. Who do you think will other side of the bracket? I just closed it. Let me reload it. I think it will be either Real Madrid or Liverpool. But yeah, it's shambolic. That's like I say, it was a great opportunity to win a trophy. And look, usually we get knocked out in semi-finals. At least we didn't. It's not a semi-final. That's all I can say. At least it's not another semi-final defeat. And we'll get top four. We'll get Champions League football again. Unfortunately, well, at least unfortunately, for some people, they'll say it's a good thing. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will probably keep his job and get a new contract. And what I would say is, last piece on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer before we probably round this stream up. What opposition fans think of your manager is damning. Would Liverpool want Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in charge? No. What does Liverpool fans or does Manchester City fans want Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to stay at Manchester United and get a new contract? Yes, they do. Yes, of course they do. If you look at Manchester City, you look at Liverpool. Do you want Klopp? Do you want Pep Guardiola? Yes, of course we would love them to. Do you want them to leave Liverpool? Do you want Klopp to leave Liverpool? Do you want Pep to leave Man City? Again, of course you do. Why is that not the same for us? Because simply, Solskjaer's not a good enough manager. He's not a good enough coach. Brendan Rodgers is a better manager than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Look, well, actually, this will be my final point on Solskjaer, actually. Look at Thomas Tuchel at Chelsea. Look at Brendan Rodgers when he took over at Leicester. Look at... we can't win the league. We would have to win 8 games. United, I've give up on the league. League is gone. League is done. You look at that. You look at Rodgers when he took over mid-season. Had Leicester City playing amazing football, and the way we knew Leicester City Brendan Rodgers would make them play like that. Thomas Tuchel, the first game Thomas Tuchel took over against Wolves. Wolves aren't a bad side. They broke the record for the most passes in a single half of football. Straight away, first game. What? Yeah, we're still meant to be in transition. This is the same. How we play now is the same how we played last season and the year before that. The best spells of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was when he was the caretaker. When we beat Cardiff 5-1, was it? We beat Huddersfield. Was it 4-0? We were smashing teams. And then after lockdown, again we were smashing teams. We've not shown consistency. And again, I think that's damning for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. That is absolutely damning. And simply, I don't think he's good enough to be not just Manchester United manager, but a manager who is competing to win Premier League titles at the very highest level. He's not that. He's not it. He's not good enough. It's simply not good enough. And look, some people will look to blame the attackers there. Will look to blame Martial because that's the media agenda. But realistically, Cavani didn't get a chance. So it's not. How can it be just Martial if Cavani's not getting a chance? Bruno came on. Didn't change the game at all, did he? Really? Because again, too little, too late. Substitutes came too late, and we're out. And by the sounds of it, Manchester City are going to go on, win the league, win the Champions League, win both cups, become the only ever team in Premier League and English football history to win the quadruple, beat and better Manchester United's treble winners side, while Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is in charge, and that on its own is sackable. That's not even taken into consideration. He's also the manager in charge of when Liverpool broke their 20-year wait for a Premier League title. 2 of Manchester United's biggest achievements. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been in charge of Manchester United when they have been, well, not totally destroyed, but slightly ruined. Well, of course, Man City haven't won the Champions League yet, haven't won the Cups yet. And look, we've seen Man City bottle the Champions League multiple times before. But will it happen again? With their squad, I don't see how they don't win it. The league's easier than ever. They can deal with the amount of games they have because their squad depth. You look at their game against Everton, bringing Kevin De Bruyne off the bench. It's incredible squad depth. It's unbelievable. I mean, like I said, that's the last thing I can really speak on the matter, really. Anyway, that is going to be it from me today. I hope you have all enjoyed it. If you have, please do hit that like button, like and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. I don't know where we go from here. We play Brighton next after the international break. Well, obviously, there will be a preview and a watch along for that game. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I'll try and get some more videos out during the international break, but I'm not sure exactly what they will be. Anyway, like I said, that'll be it, and I will see you all in the next one in a bit. Peace.